Today we're going to be continuing Eternal Strands. I'm speedrunning the intro because I want to get straight into this. Because the stream cutoff has an actual deadline this time. I no longer have D&D, so I can continue doing random things. But I do have dinner here in about an hour. And a half. 2 hours. Somewhere in the near future. Okay. What quests do we have? Anything in here that I need to do? We have a lot of things in Upper Denevron. Actually, we have 2 things in Upper Denevron. And speaking of, as I said last time, flame two-hander, these two. Bonus health. Do we want to go with this? Plus 10. Ooh. This doesn't sacrifice anything in particular, but let's just do this. Our forged resources. Let's go with refined. Iron heart and, well, more iron heart crystal. Pathbreaker armor. We want 10 armor here. Our forged resource we're going to use is that. The carved one we're just going to. And this. Ooh, we need to look for a double. Let's just up our
This
cloak
one
resistance
strikes
a
a
bit.
good balance.
Pathbreaker. Let's make this then. See the darter hide. Let's use black shard crystal. Ooh, this is the main. Go with this. Crossbane leather.
Fit for a point.
This is our new gear. This should allow us to not die as quickly. That's honestly the whole reason I made it. Let's head to chat. I need to make sure it's open because people pop in. Ark of the Forge is there. Ark of the Living Flame is at Archon's Hearth. I'm not going there right now. Upper Denevron. Let's head to the Spire because that's where we need to go. This gear is going to allow us to, well, be tankier. Allow me to take a beating and not get murdered in the process.
Aurea thinks her father could have a statue in the Enclave just like her mother. So, I'm looking for a male Oberon that fits our timeline.
It's a Surgeborn. It is. Oh, you're kidding me. Send those down that cliff. And now we can only pray. Oh, I can
Much
grab
of this
this.
building left, but looks like it's my lucky day. This tome's titled Disordered Thinking and Mental Anguish. Looks thick. And inside says, a herbalist in the market found success treating a variety of patients suffering from these types of afflictions. Better search the market next.
Okay. Upper Denevron. Okay.
The verdant gardens. It was a must-see for visiting caravans.
Weavers and foreign dignitaries alike.
The gardens were a pleasant backdrop to the trade negotiations that took place in Upper Denevron.
Okay. This place is nice. Okay. Was. Okay. Is it here? It doesn't know where it's at. Well, how is that possible? This game is clunky. At times. Oh, because it's up there.
This appears to be a registry of smiths. It's dated prior to the retreat to Cassidy's Hold. There's one Tyrant smith, Xavier Libera. Looks like he had a workshop in the island.
Anything else we need to do in Upper Denevron? Let's check. Lower, lower. Lower. Just this one. Which will honestly be easier to teleport there from... Petitions.
The Guild District. I should look for tomes on the Tarmakine smithing style, and a registry of guild members here.
So to the spire, let's complete our last quest in Upper Denevron, and then we'll head to Lower. Okay. Lots of work to do in so little time.
My old nemesis. Paperwork. Mom would be so proud.
Yeah, you're going. Oh, you're going there with the rest of them.
Registries, registries. Ah! How are things, Lane?
Sev isn't here for the moment. You're clear.
I'll be quick. The symbol is registered to imports brought in by the Norian Order. Also, I have the location of a worksite in the Institute.
Good to check it out then. If they were working in the secret areas of the Enclave, they must have had political pull and trust.
On it.
Okay. Lord Denevron. We'll just head to the perch for right now. And we'll see where we need to go from there. Okay, let's start with the Lower Denevron stuff. Iron Walk. So, Iron Walk, just somewhere around here, and Market. Let's go to Broker's Arch then. We chose the wrong spawn because the iron walk. Let's do the.
A ledger belonging to the herbalist that owned this stand. There are notes on all kinds of afflictions, both physical and mental, that were treated here. Looks like they asked one patient with symptoms similar to Casmin to keep a diary during treatment. I wonder if I could track it down. He lived in the lower city. Xavier's workshop should be up ahead. Another set of schematics. This is sure to put a smile on someone's face.
Okay. That's one way of killing him. We end up fighting the arc here, so be it. I don't really care that much.
Isn't that the same Oberon statue you found in the atrium?
Maybe if I burn the vines, I'll be able to see who it is.
Molten Barrage.
Matteo Agretius, known for his acts of bravery following the surge. Could this be your father, Aurea?
Perhaps. Arakim might know how to confirm.
Okay. Okay, so we want to climb up here and start our war. I drip. This is chaotic fun.
The diary. The man it belonged to details all his anxieties and intrusive visions. I wonder if Casmin could relate to him. It it's hard to think about her experiencing all this alone. He mentions that he also sought help at the Hallow Pyre Rise. I should check the temple for more information.
Okay, do you have anything else in Lower to Neveron? Oh. Yes, yes. You can have your friend back. Goodbye. I got work to do. Nyom. There's our arc. If we so desire to fight it.
Xavier's diary. From a quick skim, it doesn't look like he was a particularly happy man. Solid and sturdy. Not made for traveling like Solar's.
Let's see. Anything else? In Lower to Neveron. There isn't. Consult about Mateo areas. So we need to head to the Bastion. Back to Upper to Neveron. Kill Glasstail. Head to the Institute, head to the Institute. Let's do the 2 Bastion ones because, well, to be frank, they'll be the easiest ones to actually complete. Eat. Let's just head to the officer's gate. Whew.
All this light stone is reflecting the heat.
It would be so much worse if it were absorbed.
What's the Bastion even have? Oh, the Glasstail we need! That, honestly, it works. Because we need to kill a Glasstail here, okay. We need to go to the yard and destroy an infestation. There was one more here, I thought. Oh, it was an ore. Well, we have 2 quests here. Goodbye. See you later. This is the yard. This is the yard. There's our Glasstail. not high enough level to just rip off its things. Get up, Bryn! Bryn, you're not supposed to take half an hour. Bryn, can you get off our plastic? That's every single crystal. Here we go, here's our strand we wanted. Oh my heavens! Just on its head. We need to try and get it to wheel its head around. We should be able to get it now. How long it stays stunned. Glass tail secretion.
Could always use more frost magic.
Heaven. Glass tail fur. We still need to go do the yard thing.
A collapsed tunnel. Judging from the size, it could have been a route for Archons. Perfect. That should be the last of them. Appreciate the chance to test run your scry.
Okay, we head back now. That is literally almost everything we could have done out. There's like one thing we didn't do, and that was head to the Institute. But honestly, other than that, we did fantastic. We have a lot of consulting to do. So let's start with Sola. Look for the trees.
The discoveries we can glean from your findings are incredible, Bryn. This schematic is much more complicated than the previous one, though. And I'm starting to realize why Tarmakind is a lost art.
What do you mean?
Xavier used a traditional forge because he needed to reach much higher temperatures to work the signature Tarmakind vents. Unfortunately, my forge is built for transport. It's unable to sustain those higher temperatures.
Could we improve it?
Dahn had that idea of a set of enchanted hammers. They, combined with the forge, might be enough heat.
He'll be glad to hear it.
Could you maybe get him to enchant them on my behalf?
Why? I'm sure he'd be thrilled to help you.
I know. We're just not on the same page right now. I'd rather be further in my investigation before I speak to him. Besides, he mentioned he'd need some cinder linen for the enchantment, and I was thinking you could scavenge some for us.
All right. This is a little strange, but I guess I can talk to him for you.
Thanks.
Ooh, okay. Craft. 5 of any foraged resource.
Sev is repairing a loom gate again, is he? I know this design.
Wait, really?
Doesn't it look familiar? Just like that seal we used to repair the loom gate in Glintwood Hollow.
I guess so. Though that one didn't need me to take out a glass tail. Though that would have been an amazing way to start my tale. Point for only days, but already slayer of mighty worms.
We all knew you had what it takes. Sev certainly believed in you, and still does. Just like I'm choosing to believe in him.
We're just gonna keep going in order.
Hello, hello. We're fixing loom gates, are we?
What? Wait. Who told you?
You just did. But it was an educated guess from what you designed. Is this what the Eye has you working on?
You know I can't say. And honestly, I don't really know more than beyond the fact that there's a broken gate. I could do better work if I knew more, of course, but sometimes we have to fix things in the dark. Just the way of it.
My dad would tell you that's a great way to lose a hand.
You're just not seeing the whole picture. I'm sorry. I don't see it all either, but I've decided to trust that the head of the Enclave does.
I get it, big guy. Still, if he tells you more, just let us know if it's anything dangerous, okay?
I promise. You trusted me to tackle this task without enough details. I can do the same for the Eye. For now, at any rate. If things get dangerous, you'll be the first to know. Thanks again.
Seb's my favorite friend. Like, Lane's my favorite side character. Eric's my favorite out of the... Eric and Isla are tied for my favorite from the... Hold. Need of assistance? Quest complete.
You're seriously telling me Carnhaven is now completely independent from Sansa? Bryn's parents fought in the war.
Ah, great. We got two quests here. Burning Curiosity and Infestation. We'll start with Infestation.
Things still good with our Spitfire problem?
All handled. You did great out there. But it was quite the experience. Your scry is not at all what I'm used to. It's better, more vibrant. I compared notes with the Spindle after your evening excursion. She agreed that your scry just feels different. Had to go hands-on to be sure. Anyway, sincerely, thank you for your help. If I need more, I'll know to just ask this time.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to start this one until we finish the Burning Curiosity quest.
Arik, about those statues in Upper Denevron.
You mean the Friends of the Eye?
No, I was talking about the champions.
Ha! Some of them, maybe. But you could be the most heroic weaver in the world, and unless you're cozying up to leadership, there's no statue being built in your honor.
Huh.
Anyway, what do you want with them?
Well, we're wondering if there could be a familial connection between someone in our band and one of the figures represented on the statues.
You could dive through the archives we've preserved in Casten's Hold on all our heroes. That's the slow, boring way.
Don't let Lane hear you say that.
Or you can compare mantles to see if their patterns are a match.
You can tell two people are related through their mantles.
The Spindle could tell you more about the science behind it. But from what I understand, there are similarities across bloodlines in how a weaver's cloth pulls magic from the air. A pattern tracer allows us to analyze those similarities between two weavers' patterns. I'll give you a design for it. Once it's built, take it to the Axle and she'll trace the mantles for you. We've preserved mantles belonging to all our heroes in Casten's Hold.
Thanks, Arik. Aurea will be pleased.
Aurea? For what it's worth, she's twice the weaver any of those statues might claim to be.
That's Infestation we completed. Pattern Tracer. Oh, we have so many quests still. Consult. Well, we have a new quest window. Let's get matter of export.
Hey, Bryn. Sorry, was lost in thought. It's this scry thing. It's been bothering me.
You said it felt different from the ones you're used to.
Yours was much more intense than any we have. And I need to know why. Have we overused them? I don't think so. Yours is at least as old and clearly has seen good service.
That does seem strange.
Yeah, I went digging through everything I could find about the scries. I'm sure the Eye has records he won't share with me. Or anyone, really. But I still found a lead.
A sudden burst of bureaucratic insight.
Yeah, yes, I suppose. Shipping records for scries. There were some set to go out right around the surge.
Exports? To bands like ours?
Probably. Well, that's the problem, though. There's a lot of very specific shorthand on these manifests I just don't understand.
We should talk to Casmin. She lives and breathes shipping logistics.
I was hoping you'd suggest that. I was considering asking her myself, but...
She's a little intimidating.
No, that's Aurea. Casmin just seems busy. Always busy. And I don't want to overstep here with your crew.
We can talk to her together.
Ah. Oh, look. We have 2 more quests that can require me to consult people. Hey. Let's finish off the Weaver Strand. Frost powers real quick. Ice wall fully upgraded. Whew. That's... How many of these do we have maxed out? We have Ensnaring Blast, Ice Wall, and Ember's Servant. One of each.
Hey, Dom. Sola was wondering if you could enchant a set of hammers after all. She's finally ready to use them.
Of course, but why isn't she asking me to do it herself?
She's been a bit busy with the Tarmakine stuff she's working on.
Right. I'm happy to enchant the hammers. I'll need cinder linen to do it, though. Do you have any on you?
As a matter of fact, I do. Here.
Perfect. I've still got some of the byproduct from your Drake harvest as well. I'll enchant them right away. Do you think I should be the one to bring them to Sola? Or would she prefer that you do it?
Why don't you bring them? This Tarmakine project is really important to her, and I think it would mean a lot if you helped out.
You're right. She's the love of my life, after all. I'm happy to help.
Poor Dom, I hope nothing happens between their relationship.
But maybe you could join me? After all, you're the one she's been entrusting the details of her work to.
Poor man.
She'd rather you be there.
I could come, if you really think that's best, but it kind of seems like the two of you should... Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Consult Sola! Hey, look, guys, we're back to consulting people. Okay. Oh, we need more Sarai. X. Ooh. I do want me a new weapon. This doesn't have any better base stats, but ooh. 13 here. Darter hide is one of our best resources. And then we use this. For carved, let's use this. And for woven, We'll use one Cinderland. A fiendish enchantment. When powered by the wielder's magic, the shield can plant time flame charges. Ooh. Hold RT to charge it. That's cool. Word for the trees.
This isn't working. The forge isn't hot enough.
I've stoked the forge before.
No, this work is somewhat more precise. It's not all bad news. I can forge a set of Tarmakind arms now. I'll give you the design. But the remaining pieces are too large to make without reaching the temperatures that Xavier was able to at his forge.
Solar? It's all right. We can figure this out. Maybe we need something stronger than cinder linen to augment the hammers.
No, enchanting isn't the solution. Sev and I need to head into Denevron to get Xavier's forge. It's built for this.
And it's exceptionally heavy. You and Sev are strong, but do you really think you'll be able to get it back here?
We have to try.
My love, I know this is important to you, but do you think Xavier's forge is a long-term solution? The caravan won't be able to carry it. You'll need to leave it behind when we start traveling again.
I don't want to keep traveling. I want to settle down. I want to stay in one place. I want a home.
But we're weavers. Our home is the open road. Traveling is what we do.
Dom, please.
It doesn't have to be.
Staying in one place, it's not the life we decided on for ourselves.
It's not the life I thought I could have. But here, in the Enclave, it's possible. We could be weavers and stay. You could enchant, I could teach smithing. I could unravel the Tarmakind techniques and pass them on to a new generation.
You've clearly spent a great deal of time thinking this through. Without me. It's not what I planned for myself, though. Or even a life I want, for that matter.
But we're married. If we don't want the same life, where does that leave us?
I don't know.
Maybe I should give you two some privacy to talk this out.
It's fine, Bryn. Clearly, Sola would rather speak to you about her hopes and dreams than me. Maybe it's best if we take some time apart. I'll go.
Fine.
Sola, are you...
I don't even know what just happened. I can't believe he just... left.
He was caught off guard. It will be okay, I promise.
I don't know anymore.
There's the achievement, Lost and Found. Uncovered a lost art. I'm sorry, that headpiece looked so funny. Bonus heat resistance, Tarmakind. Ooh. This is a quest, so I'm going to go out of my way and do it now. Bonus heat resistance. I'm not going to use one of our only forged resources because we're going to need them later. I am going to do this.
Most people couldn't even stand straight wearing one of those. You, however...
That wasn't what I was supposed to craft. Ah! what gloves do we have? We have... I think I'm gonna go with the... Do I want the extra health, or... I think the bonus heat resistance is gonna be better here.
Hey, Kaz. Arakim has a question.
Is that why you've been lurking around here? Bad habit, you.
Yes. I need some help puzzling out shipping manifests from before the surge.
Scries, secured export, dates. You think some scries never made it past the Veil?
Doesn't it usually take some time to figure that kind of thing out?
Yes, but I'm a genius. This is what I do, Britain. So, we should run these down. The records here aren't complete, though. They don't confirm the shipment.
Any idea how we do that?
This is where Bryn does what she does. Off the top of my head, there's 3 places we should look. Drover's Gate in the lower city is obvious. Logs will be there. Also, I imagine the Bastion would track export of any and all scries, military applications. And we should canvass the Hearthsiders. Maybe someone still alive who worked the caravans. I'd ask the Axel. She'd know who to ask. And we're not welcome in the general populace at Cassidans.
We have that in common. Impressive.
Happy to help.
Whew. That was a lot of info. Okay. Codex compiling. Oh, we have 2. I figured we'd have Ark of the Forge with the south wall of Waystation. Let's do Ark of the Forge first. The Ark of the Forge. How to best describe this behemoth. The gargantuan construct seems to be the source of the massive armor and weapons wielded by the other Arks. Its most prominent feature, besides its giant hammer, is its curved horns, deeply reminiscent of Rom. The touch leads one to wonder what prompted its designers to style its appearance so a homage to a famous smith, perhaps, or they may have simply felt that the horn suited the Ark's broad frame. Between Oria's observations and Bryn's defeat of the Ark and Dom's research on the recovered strand, we are led to believe that the Locust's power is located under the heavy protective pauldron on its shoulder. No mere decoration that the Locust seems to feed energy directly into the Ark's hammer, however, so it will be the key to extinguish those flames. In order to make the Locust manifest strong enough, Bryn will have any chance of harvesting it. An additional note, after a rampage, the Ark seems to need to vent the heat through the cores that appear on its hammer. Our band's working theory is that damaging all of them should snuff out the hammer's flame and redirect its magic to manifest the Locust. South wall of the Waystation. As its borders solidified, the Enclave built a series of physical fortifications along its land perimeter, with the largest of these known as simply South Wall. There were several way forts dotted along the protective structure, with only one main entrance open to trade caravans. The station we call home was once a resting stop just inside the Enclave's walls, a safe harbor for caravaners to rest behind the south wall after braving the treacherous roads outside the Enclave's control. Surprisingly well-preserved transit logs found in the rubble speak to a steady stream of traffic up until the surge. Also contained in the Waystation logs are entries detailing the process for transporting dignitaries to Denevron. These travelers would be met here and whisked to Denevron via the Loomgate network, while the rest of the caravans, or Retunies, would continue on trade roads to their final destination. It seems that there was lucrative work to be had for weavers skilled enough to send the untrained through the loom gates, a process that usually takes skill within mantle. The process involved wrapping the non-adept in a thin weave of kinetic magic to transport them through the network. Gavit? I don't understand that word. What we know about this process was only pieced together from a vague references and is simply impractical for us to attempt to replicate it at the current moment, not to mention dangerous. I need to include the word dangerous here so Dom doesn't get any funny ideas. Regardless, it seems like we may be stuck here for a while. May as well try our best to make it comfortable. That was a nice little story. What do we need here? 16 Serenite. Wonder where I can find 16 Serenite. Easily smelted, heat resistant common sources or rich boulders. Oh. Okay, so our quests involve Institute, Cassian, the Hold, Bastion, Lower Denevron. Go craft something, Upper Denevron. And to do the crafting, we must head to Glintwood Hollow. Do I attack the Ark of Living... not Living Flame. Ark of the Forge. Get the level 2. Fair night. Upsetting. It might be a while before we can make that then. I don't really want to work in the main quest for the time being. Oh, let's kill this sucker. Why are there so many ice beasts here? I'd love to know that, because they... So, like, normally, that'd leave me almost dead. Can't see because of the drought. Sorry, I played Souls games before. You're not gonna get me with that so easily. He's about to cool off. Get him! Well, there goes most of my health. Finally, he's in his temper tantrum. rocks around here. Any ore, I should say. Bryn, can you stop being the most clunky person in the world? Bryn! You couldn't even break one of them! That's annoying. Wasting my time, Bryn. Because your sword doesn't hit the easiest of things. Now I gotta wait another 30 seconds before he ends up... You know what? Just sit here till he powers up. What the heck? Well, Bryn, where are you going? Damn it! I'm sorry I'm upset. It's just... What the heck? Why was I flying there? I gotta wait another 2 minutes before he goes into super. The Arc of the Forge is my least favorite enemy. By a long shot. This is my least favorite boss in the game. Like, the Sledgetail can be fun. The bird is okay. The Drake is just annoying at times, but still okay. The first one, the Ark of Stricken Earth, can be annoying, but is really easy to beat once you have the grasp upgraded. Because you can just take off his chest plate. Like, I don't even have half of his things broken. Because Bryn keeps on jumping. Because the game's starting to be gimmicky. Not even gimmicky. Janky. Come on, power up!
Flame strap. Always do with a little heat.
Man, he was far more annoying than should have. That's the second to last time I have to mandatorily fight him. Okay. Good iron. Let's get going to Upper to Neveron. Oh, great. That's a caliper. I don't think I'll end up finding the Highland Ice Claw landing. I'm not going here unless required, because the Archon's Hearth is just annoying. The Upper Neveron's where we need to go, but we're gonna head to Dredger's Mire. Zapper's Lake. We're headed here because I want to get an achievement that kind of hasn't been too hard on it. So. For the Ash Peak Drake, here, this will get us our final strand for it, but we're here to do something weird. We have to bind all of its... What the heck? Your tail probably isn't the greatest, buddy. Yeah, you know how nice this is? Why is this game feeling more janky now? Need to pause the game if I'm going to do that. I'm checking the achievement to see what it is. I don't think I can do it on this one. And great! I'm almost dead because the game doesn't... The game just thinks everything should be like that. Great. If I die because Bryn doesn't stand... Jesus Christ.
Another flame strand for your mantle.
There's that. I hate this. I hate this at that. Some of these fights are annoying. And it just doesn't, like, my least favorite thing about this game is the climbing. It can feel like the greatest thing or the worst thing. Sometimes. It literally just depends on the moment. Upper Denevron is where we need to head. Man, I'm gonna hate grabbing all the, Let's just head to the... Let's head to Riverside to start with. I know there's 0 enemies exactly where we spawn. Upper Denevron. Is this the only thing here that we need to do? In Hollow Spire? It is. Let's go to the Guild District then.
Afflictions. I wonder if it might document something similar to Era's plague. If Casmin really believes she's been cursed or afflicted, no wonder she's trying to keep it to herself.
Okay. Let's head back there. So that's Casmin. We're done with that. We don't need to do that. Run for the Surgeborn! There's no reason to fight it. Because, like, what I like about the bosses is they pack a punch, okay? They hurt. But their attacks are super readable. But the Surgeborn, their attacks are super, like, deal as much damage as most of the big boys. But they aren't avoidable. Said to the Institute. I've been putting this off for far too long. Innovation in secrecy. And there's our gate we'll be grabbing. Oh, great. Surgeborn. Yeah. Is that our boss? It is.
Welcome to the Institute. Every one of those constructs you've been beating on was conceived in these halls.
Imagine standing among those weavers in the Enclave's prime, fearlessly pushing the boundaries of enchanting.
Well, they broke everything too. Literally everything. So, they weren't that fantastic. This passage must be the Enchanter's Way.
That's the frostbow. That makes sense why that's there. Good night.
Marked only...
First hive's up ahead.
Do we have any useful notes on the hives from the previous Axel?
Don't bother trying to deal with them. Too scary.
I'm beginning to get an inkling of why they replaced him.
Healing gate. When we're one shot. Oh god, we almost died. On how we were. I'd rather run and keep my loot than die and see it mostly gone.
The Ramenos Canal. Named, of course, for Arden's right-hand woman, Diane Ramenos.
Goodbye. We're not ready for this place. Or at least I'm not mentally ready for this place. Surgeborn are annoying and hard to deal with. Is this the loom gate we came from? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, it is. We went full circle. Yeah, we're not ready for this. Z Bastille. Let's head to the... Oh, we can only get there from the south wall. That's why I didn't see it. Partly because I'm stupid, but the other part is... Let's finish talking to everyone. Start with Lane. They are my favorite codex compiler. Here is Plague. Originating in the polytheistic beliefs common across the southern Meta is an affliction known as Era's Plague. The sufferer is haunted by twisted visions of death and pain until they repent for unjust actions they've committed by living life of strict scrumptiosity. The belief is that the goddess of justice, Era, won't allow suffer for inner peace until they've righted their past wrongs. Existing hand in hand with this very real affliction is an erroneous belief by some who claim that only children of one Ashar parent and one Callus parent can be afflicted. Their position is a greater diversity of lineage creates more ancestral sins for one which may repent. The baseless racist ideology is unfortunately prevalent across the Meta, stemming from a fear of the unknown and lack of understanding of the vicious ways in which our minds can seize on fears, real or imagined. However, the phenomenon of Era's plague is a real disease which was given serious research in the Enclave. Their hypothesis of the plague being a disorder of the mind rather than a supernatural affliction led them to more clearly define the disease's symptoms. The sufferer experiences a cycle of intrusive thoughts of their own violent, disturbing nature, resulting in all manner of compulsions to fix them, including hoarding, checking, ordering, and rearranging, and asking others for reassurance, repeating, among many others. Though it seems to have at least some connection to one's familial lineage, this condition severity is often exacerbated by poor eating habits, limited physical activity, and lack of sleep. The research also suggests that this condition isn't unique to Kashar, but due to their irregular sleep schedules, they may experience a greater severity. Ram, Orban, Ashar, and Kalas are all documented as having experienced it. A patient diary belonging to a Casil in the Nevron paints a portrait of a man who suffered from this condition intensely. His intrusive visions began following the birth of his son. In his diary, he describes being plagued by images of him dropping his newborn son and killing him. His relationship with his wife began to suffer as he became too afraid to hold the baby, thus was unable to partake in his share of parental duties. Finally, he sought help. An herbalist in Lower Nevron was able to concoct a sleeping balm that allowed him to finally sleep. This, in combination with a strict regimen of diet, athletics, and mental exercises, helped him to combat the intrusive visions. From progress notes included in the dossier, it would seem that over time he was able to regain control over his life. Unfortunately, many sufferers of the plague do not have access to this form of rehabilitation across the Meta due to the stigma and misinformation related to the condition.
Exactly as I theorized. Era's plague is little more than a stigmatized condition with a perfectly rational explanation.
Which is?
A perfect storm of family traits and lifestyle choices, exaggerated by circumstance. Diet, athletics, and sleep all factor in.
Casmin hasn't been sleeping much.
Might be worth presenting this research to her to see if the rest resonates.
Good idea.
Oria and I will join you when you're ready.
Let's start.
Casmin, we need to talk.
Could it wait? I'm in the middle of touch counting the armory.
No, it can't.
We've been worried about you.
I'm fine. Seriously, don't worry about me.
No one has seen you sleep in days. You're clearly hiding 2 bands worth of supplies behind the caravan shutters. And half the time you're talking a league a minute about catastrophes that are never going to happen. We can't let you keep going like this.
No. Maybe I've been a little off lately, but I'm fine, seriously. I'm just trying to keep our Weaver band prepared in case... I just want us all to be safe.
We are safe.
Kaz, I've been doing research on a condition you might know as Era's plague.
I'm not possessed.
We know.
The Enclave studies on Era's plague concluded that it's not a religious affliction, but a disorder of the mind. The sufferer experiences a cycle of relentless, disturbing thoughts and all manner of compulsions to fix them, including hoarding. Though it may be passed on through families, this condition is often exacerbated by a lack of sleep.
Bryn found a diary belonging to a Cassil man in Denevron who suffered from this. I think you should read it. He describes the intrusive visions that began after the birth of his son. Horrible fears he would drop his baby that he was so ashamed of, he couldn't share them with anyone.
That's awful.
It reached a point where he couldn't hold his own child, until he sought help.
So you're saying, if I have Era's plague, there's a cure?
We found evidence of a treatment, yes. We'd need to talk to someone at Cassidin's Hold to know more.
But we didn't want to speak to someone outside the Weaver Band on your behalf without talking to you first.
I don't know.
There's something to be ashamed to tell her we all need help sometimes.
None of this is your fault. It's okay to get help. We all need it from time to time.
But no one else seems to need help. Everyone else is handling being here just fine, and I'm the only one having a breakdown.
Hey, it could be any one of us tomorrow. And I know for a fact that if this were happening to anyone else, you'd cut them some slack.
She's right. It's hard for all of us to see you suffering like this. We care about you, and we just want you to be okay.
She's like, there's no one here that's also needing help, and I'm like, dang. So what are all these favors and resources I've been gathering for then? Those weren't help? No, I'm sorry to ruin this very serious moment. It's really nice that though we're gonna get treatment for her.
Fine. You can talk to the Weavers in Cassidin's Hold. I can't promise. I'm still not sure about all of this.
We'll go one step at a time.
Drowning. Complete. We finished the drowning. Anchored. Start with Dom. Weaver Strand. Flame powers. Oh. Exquisite. Drake's breath. Oh, we have maxed out now a very big chunk. Ash Peak Drake quest complete. We need to speak to 2 people in the hold, so let's go there real quick. Oh, do they both have things here I can do? Oh yeah, I'm dumb. That's why I came here. Anchored.
Isla, I was wondering if you might be able to help my friend.
It's Isla. I'm dumb. Sorry, I've been mispronouncing her name. Isla is one of my favorite characters here.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
I was wondering if you've heard of an affliction known as Era's plague.
A damaging misnomer, but yes.
It certainly seems like the Enclave had a better understanding of it than the rest of the Maida does. I believe our quartermaster is suffering from it. She's a Kashar like you.
Ah, yes. The condition isn't unique to Kashar, but it's believed we experience it in greater severity due to our unique sleep cycles. I've heard of Ram, Obrun, Ashar, and Cassil alike who've experienced it. The first line of treatment is sleep. Unfortunately, that's difficult for Kashar. Thankfully, a sleeping balm should go a long way to help her. But it's not enough on its own.
Is there a more accurate name for this affliction?
Unfortunately, no. The research done on disorders of the mind is limited, even here. And I suppose academics are hesitant to rename conditions until they've become better understood.
Fair enough.
Changing the name would just confuse matters, especially after the surge.
Then again, using a name that implies an individual has been cursed by a goddess of justice doesn't exactly foster empathy for its sufferers.
Well, it's enough. Wonder what else?
If this won't cure Casmin, what else will we need to do to help her?
It's what she needs to do for herself, sadly. There is no cure for Ira's plague, only treatment and management of the condition.
Another character I've been saying wrong. I've been saying Iras instead of Iras.
Sleep will put her on the right track, but she needs to eat properly and actively fight the compulsions that stem from her visions.
She has a long road ahead of her.
She does. But she's not walking it alone. She's lucky to have friends like you.
Kasha are more likely to suffer. Ask if she's ever dealt with Ira's plague herself.
Have you experienced Ira's plague yourself?
Not personally, no. But when I was born, my mother sought out the sleeping balm recipe in case I ever needed it, being Kashar. Great foresight on her part.
You've never spoken of your mother before?
She died before I was even a year old. And my father doesn't like to speak of her.
If Cass needs to sleep, let's start there.
How do I get hold of a sleeping balm?
Well, I can make one for you here if you bring me the ingredients. You'll need emerald lucin, a gemstone famed for its ability to radiate peace, and chill feather weave for its cooling properties. In addition to this, you'll need oil membrane for the formula, and of course, red cotton, because it filters the light so that the eyes find deeper rest.
I'll bring you those right away.
Do I seriously not have enough? I do not have enough of those. Dang. Matter of export.
I have a strange request.
And I have very little time. How is our little project coming?
I'm working on it.
Then let's prioritize that. I have people to arm.
Okay. Whew, so we have to do indirection before we can do matter of export. And a question of loyalty doesn't really have any, you know, priority to it, but should be done. So these two are the only ones we can really do next. Emerald Lucent? Angry noises. I guess... I don't know. How do we get Emerald Lucin? Let's at least head back here. I have yet to head out yet, so maybe it shouldn't progress the day if I'm correct. I was right. Emerald Lucin. We know how to get red cotton, if I'm correct. red cotton is just outskirts plants. That's certainly odd. Upgrade stations. Press story further to go to these. Dredger's Mire. We have a sledge worm. Arc of the Living Flame here. I think I'm gonna end it. Not of my own choice. Out of necessity, honestly, at this point. I'm gonna give us some time to think on things. Actually, let me discuss the roadmap I posted for February. Oh, that's today! So what I have posted is the 100% completion of this game. I want to finish this game this month. I'm loving it, with a few janky things here and there, but nothing should be stopping me completing this before halfway in the month. Playing a little bit of Forza Motorsport. This is basically, hey look, one of the games I need to play next isn't installed yet, or I haven't streamed yet this day. I can just go in, do a race or two, call it. I want to start Subnautica. Probably towards the end of the month I will do that. It's more likely to happen then. The thing that was supposed to be today, which honestly might just get cancelled, because I currently don't have the storage on my console to do this, is I was going to do a Cursed Clash anniversary video for the 1-year anniversary of its release. Just kind of show you guys where the game's at, because the game's probably dead. But I don't have the space on my console at the moment to install it, and nor do I want to blend the time in that game at the moment. I made that preemptively a little too quickly yesterday. And I also wanted 100% Persona 3 Reload. We already beat 100% of the main game. We just have to go through the DLC. This will count towards my yearly 100%, but not my, progressing the challenge further. Which is why it's not a great 100% to finish, but going back and 100%ing it means I'm done. I don't ever have to return to it because it's not getting any more DLCs. Some side stuff that might happen, might not. It just kind of depends how I feel. Minecraft Dungeons. I might make more progress than that this month, I might not. It just depends on how I feel. That game kind of, I gotta have a feeling for it. I do think I can 100% it. It might take a while, but I think I can do it. Skur Ritual might start getting its content going. It doesn't look like it's gonna be getting any more maps like that. It probably won't be getting too many more achievements. I do want to, I'm gonna have to start preparing for the Easter eggs and stuff like that. The hidden quests. First Descendant may or may not get more videos. It might. It's just gonna depend. Modern Warfare 2019. campaign progress, and Power World. Power World will probably happen. I didn't want to guarantee it because the chance my friend didn't. I got in the stream now. I got a phone call. Hope everyone enjoyed. Have a wonderful night.